and the hag stole one of them. And we were trying to think, okay, well, we could try going to the castle to free them, but we should probably prepare before we do that. And they wanted to stop the hag, or they wanted to take back something that was taken from them. We wanted to take back something that was stolen from us. So we decided to work together, and we kind of did. It was a little bit of exposition of like, oh, what, a little bit about the land and stuff. That's why I know we got up to that, and I know we decided to work together, but I forget what we did after we decided to work together. I forget where they took us.
Um, okay, so that was pretty good. So we started going along. We reached I don't know if they're volcanoes, but essentially these giant pillars that are kind of in the middle. We were told a story about how a prince was trying to get them all to be lit, but these rather
Oh
large
yeah.
birds were preventing him from doing so. Um, while we were hearing this story and venturing forth, we heard the cries of a small goblin child. Um, and so we went to investigate, upon which we found a small goblin child crying and sobbing profusely as she was holding on to a kite, as the kite was bad mouthing her. Um,
Oh, and the bells. I forget about the bells.
yes, that was before the goblin child, but yes. Um, And so we then figured out through some careful insights that the girl's emotions were contributing to the wind that was keeping the kite aloft. And we were able to calm the girl down long enough for us to capture the kite and take off the mean um, what were they, ribbons, right? Blue
Yes.
ribbons that would have aged her essentially to dust.
At least for a
And
Um,
goblin, anyways.
yeah. Well, 50 years is a lot no matter what race you are. Even
yeah,
as an elf, that's at least a significant aging. You're not aged to dust, but
and we
that's
also
still a good
spoke with
tenth.
the dead. We found
Oh,
this
yeah,
gang
yeah.
of
The bell
it was like
ringers. That's what you were talking
yeah
about. Yeah.
yeah. I thought they were goblins. I think the bellwingers were goblins. I thought they were goblins.
I have
Because once you
no
said that,
idea.
once you said the word goblin, I remembered them. Yeah, the bellwingers were like, oh, we can talk to anyone from the dead as long as they died in this area in particular. And then we're
Hmm.
like, is there anybody that could maybe help us? And we're like, I know a guy. And we spoke to the dead guy, and the dead guy's like, I know a guy. And then, but those guys don't like other guys. So if you let my guy I know that I know you, then they'll know you, and then they'll be cool with you. So it was a little bit of a roundabout knowledge of we need to go somewhere else to get knowledge, essentially.
A little bit, yeah.
Well, I think they were dwarves.
They were goblins.
No, the one that was the bell ringer that we summoned from the dead. I think that also a goblin or was that a dwarf?
No, it was a Corid.
A cord. Okay, yeah, I didn't know what a cord was. I think I forgot what a cord was.
Let me, if I didn't
Oh,
already.
yeah, no, they're the. Okay, no, I thought they were. I thought they're in the OOC chat, just a little bit up. I don't know why I was. They're like little goat people.
Oh, yes. Yeah, there they are.
Little bitty. It's a little bitty goat man.
I remember. Do we have? Do I finally have third level spells? I do not. Okay.
Itty bitty goat man.
kind of crazy.
Are you a half-caster, Tom? Is that what's going on?
Benders are, yes, half casters. They have the exact same structure as like Paladin or what is that? The
Paladin, half-casters,
Ranger and the Intelligence one, the Architect.
Artificer.
Artificer, thank you.
Technically, I think in the new player's handbook the Rangers are now full-casters, I think. They
No, they're
changed them
still
to
half
full-casters.
casters. They're still
Are
half.
they?
Yeah.
I don't know why I was thinking they moved them to full-caster for some reason.
No. Still the same classes are full casters: Cleric, Bard, Druid, Wizard. Is that it?
Sorcerer.
I think they.
Sorcerer,
I know
thank
they
you.
changed.
Mhm.
I
And
know they
Warlock
changed their.
is sort of, but the Warlock is a whack job class. So.
Well, there's
boy.
also third casters as well, which is the arcane trickster rogue is
Yeah,
a third
those
caster.
are the subclass casters, you know.
I think that was called like the third. I think I've always heard it called like the third caster, so like one third caster, but they also just
That's kind of the idea, because if you look in multi-classing, you count every third level in that class as one level
yeah,
in
they're
casting.
weird. They're really weird.
Yeah. But anywho, I don't get third level spells till level 9. Oof.
This campaign goes to like what 10,
9, 10.
depending on how good you are.
Hey, listen, you know, if I you know cap at third level spells, I cap at third level spells. Real sad that I'll never get to my 11th level. Primordial form.
You just gotta convince school to run a level 10 to 20 campaign.
Nah, it's all good. Honestly, the primordial form isn't that crazy. It's just like, hey, you get an extra 2 to your AC. Also, for a minute, you can cast first level spells without expending a spell slot.
It feels, but the first level spells, I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah, I guess there's. I mean, that depending on
it's not
what
that
first level
crazy.
spell.
It's not that crazy.
Yeah,
But getting +2 to my AC is alright for a minute. It's an additional resource, right? But, you know.
AC is fun.
10th level is going to be fun now, if I can get to it. I get to pick Earthbending again, so then all of my spells double upcast. So whenever I cast a first level Earth spell, it'll be as if I cast it at 3rd level. Currently all my Earth spells count as 2nd level now, because I've gotten to the point where I was able to select Earth twice. So that's
As
kind of
long
fun.
as long as the encounters can be balanced for 3 out of 5 people, then I say we good.
Listen, I've taken on entire fights by myself. It'll be fine.
That is true.
We had a literal dead person like 3 sessions ago.
I wasn't there. That was the issue.
I will say that part
I
of
hope.
that is due to the fact that you guys were in a hag's lair. So, not out in the open. So, unless you head towards a hag's lair, you probably should be okay.
I actually agree with Butterby that I wholeheartedly think that if Top had been there, that wouldn't have went down that way.
I
okay.
wholeheartedly believe if you wouldn't have run the weirdest direction,
I would have been able to get out of there if I hadn't waited on Flora. Like, just say.
I mean, when we got the thing is they were like, oh, the boss? Nah, we'll just handle these soldiers. They'll handle the boss. Oh no, the boss has killed them. We're gonna hold up here and rest. Is essentially what happened.
No, I mean they did what they were supposed to do. We were the ones that
They,
messed
they
up.
did.
Because, yeah, but
We were told protect the children. Were the children protected?
Yes, they were.
The children were in the middle of
Mission
the combat
accomplished.
zone. They never actually went to
Exactly.
safety.
Yeah.
Well, that's because the kids were dumb. But you know,
The
stuff
kids
happens.
are like, oh no, a combat started. I will remain perfectly still in between the boss, the soldiers, and the allies. I'll just sit here. Just,
Sometimes you just gotta take a nice sit. You know.
yes.
Every now and again, yeah.
It's like they could have ran, they could have probably done something. No, they're just gonna sit. If they're in the way, people will fight around them. It's the
Seriously, what happened?
NPC struggle die. It's the like escort missing NPC.
Yeah, it's like, why do you keep walking right between me and the enemies?
Please, you must go save
Okay.
my children. Just walks in front of the guy. No weapons, nothing. Just walks directly into bandit camp. We must go save my children.
All right. Well, let's get started. I think we've kind of talked
Killed
around a
him.
bit.
Yeah.
We gave them their best chance.
So, you guys find yourself still on the apex of a mountaintop, with the wind blowing and the rain falling still. And where is your destination? Do you remember? Do you remember?
We're going to little bitty
I-
goat man people village. Maybe.
I honestly don't recall. I know that we had talked to the two people. Let me pull up my notes so I can actually get their names instead of calling them the two people. So I did write down their name. Excuse me. Gleam and Amador. I believe I pronounced that correctly. They were taking us somewhere, but I also remember the goblin girl asked us to fetch her parents, and she'd be hiding in a nearby cave. I do not remember the name of the town that the girl gave. But I do remember us laughing about her parents' names.
You laughed at a you laughed at a child's parents' name
Parents'
when they were
names?
lost.
Have you, well, no, this is after we had left the girl. We were talking about her parents'
okay.
names.
I do remember us laughing about their names, but I don't remember their names either.
I will look in my notes. I don't remember the town we're going to. That is not in my notes. Should we do a history check to see if we remember what town we're going to?
Yeah.
Do you remember?
Because it's been 2 weeks is my biggest issue. I'm like,
Yeah.
We did it.
what was it?
Wait, what do you mean 2 weeks? We did it last weekend.
I
Yeah, what do you mean
thought we
2
had a session off, didn't we?
That was,
Or was that
like
the
2 weeks
prior
ago. Yeah, we just had session last weekend.
Man, this week's been tough then.
It's been a rough week.
My brain is melting.
I'll cut you a little slack. You are headed to Lockberry Henge, where the hordes are known to gather.
I told you we were going to Little Bitty Goat Man Village.
Well, I believed you on that part. I just didn't know the name of it.
Itty Bitty Goat Man Village. That's the name.
Is that so?
Why
That's
does
not
it sound
mother
so,
porn.
like some sort of use of image? Or, yeah.
Motherhorn is where Fenia, the goblin girl's parents are.
Oh, okay, okay. So, And her name was Phinia. I wrote that down. Mother Horn, Goblin, Kite, Child, Parents. Gosh, what were her parents' names? Oh gosh. It's something like Nose.
Speckle Nose and Zolt.
That's what it was. Speckle Nose. Alright. I feel like one of those is a much more name than... Well, I guess goblins all have whack names. Isn't that right, Jasper?
I take offense to that.
Alright.
You were named after a metal.
That's a gem, but yeah.
Gems, metals, you know.
They are
You're
very
quite the
different.
gym yourself, Jasper.
I am.
Hi.
Thank you for noticing my worth, Toph.
Yep. You're quite valuable. What, about 50 gold pieces? 30 gold pieces?
350.
350. Wow.
I'm priceless.
I'm pretty sure someone could find a price for you.
Yeah, those racist humans. You're probably right.
Alright. But I guess we'll venture forth. Actually, did we want to... Which is closer, Motherhorn or the city that we were actually intending to go to?
Motherhorn.
Do we want to stop there first to see if we can find the goblin's child's parents?
Motherhorn is the castle.
I think she'll do
Oh,
fine without
Let's go with
parents.
the Hag's Castle. Let's
Alright, never
not
mind.
go
We'll
to
do
the
that at a
Hag's
later
Castle.
day. Okay, if that's the case, we'll give a little bit of food rations to the goblin child, because obviously they're not going to survive, you know, out in Roxville here. Last time I checked. Actually, wait. Let me double check. Jasper, are you able to eat rocks?
At the orphanage, the other kids used to feed me rocks.
Were they tasty?
No, they broke my teeth.
Okay, so we'll give a couple rations to the goblin girl.
Have you guys
be there for a bit?
Have you been actually keeping track of your rations? Because we haven't exactly restocked anywhere.
We restocked when we took over the hag's lair that was literally a giant kitchen.
Did you take all the food in the Hag's lair?
I didn't take all of it. I don't think my 13-year-old little body can carry an entire kitchen's worth of rations.
You didn't.
But I did take like 5 to 6 days.
You guys didn't take all the food out of the kitchen? Jasper just shakes his bag. Now I'm joking.
One second.
I mean, there's no reason not to take all the food if you got a bag of holding.
I don't have a bag of holding.
Does anyone in the party have any kind of holding bag?
I don't think so.
Oh. Well, off we go in that general direction.
All right. So as you guys start heading down the mountainside again, you hear, of course, the crashing of thunder and the flashes of lightning. And again, you'll see the lightning strike one of the nearby coppered lightning rods. And you'll see the lightning arc from one rod to the other as it makes its chain over to the castle. But you continue on your way. Again, as it throws off your equilibrium As you head down the mountain, it feels like you're going up. And as you go up the mountain, it feels like you're going down. But slowly but surely, you make your way down to the beacons once again, the ones that Toph referred to as skinny volcanoes, I believe. But these are the beacons that were mentioned in the story about the prince. You will see as a
All right, I'm back.
figure. Hello. A figure is climbing another one of the stairs that you can only assume is likely the prince.
Poor guy.
All of them have to be lit at the same time, though, right?
Or if
That
we
is
kill
what
the
we've been
bird,
told.
all we have to
Yeah.
do is kill those birds, and then he won't have any problem lighting them all.
You're not wrong.
They don't have to be lit simultaneously. They just have to be lit at the same time.
What?
They
That's
all
the
have to be.
same.
No, they don't have to be lit at the same time. They all have to be lit.
Simultaneously?
No, they just.
They all need to be lit.
No, it is. They do have to all be lit at the same time, as in they have to be on fire all at the same time, but they don't have to all be lit exactly at the same time, as long as they are all on fire when the last one is lit.
Exactly.
Yes.
So simultaneously is what I'm thinking is like, Prince Zuko trying to shoot and light something on fire all at once versus okay. So, we were
Yeah.
saying the same thing. Anyways.
A little bit if we're trying to. Yeah, I think we. Yeah, I think that. Yeah, I think we got it then.
Yeah. All right. But as you go ahead and pass by the lake, you will continue your journey further south. Again, with the throwing off of the equilibrium, with the ups and the downs. But somebody give me a D8 roll.
Oh, 1d8. Oh, goddamn.
Lol.
It's just slash. Just this.
Yeah, it's
There we go.
slash.
I got it. I can get you a 1. Take it or leave it.
I'd prefer to leave it, but we'll take it.
Yeah.
He can get you exactly a 1.
All right. As you continue your way, as what you believe to be south,
Oh no, it was a
you-
cardinal direction.
you find yourselves getting a bit turned around. Not only does the scenery provide not many landmarks, but it's all the same drab, dreary color. And you end up heading in the opposite direction. And you find yourself climbing north. Quite north, in fact. And as you climb north, you see off in the distance, not too far, maybe another 30-45 minute walk, as the lightning crashes behind it, a throne hewn from a boulder, sitting at the apex of a mountaintop.
I did not mean to send that.
That's okay. No one is sitting in the throne. It is just a lone throne.
Interesting.
Someone should sit on the throne.
I mean, I'm good. I think I've sat in enough thrones for my lifetime.
Well, you are the one asking. Why don't you go ahead and step right up?
We could always have Vega sit on the throne.
I am really tired of you guys trying to sacrifice my daughter.
I mean, I don't know whenever I did that. That sounds like a you thing.
Well, I don't. Actually, you're right. You haven't. But how is that a me thing? I definitely am not for sacrificing my daughter.
I mean, didn't you leave her outside to spy on the evil giant dragon?
Yes, but I didn't think that it was going to try and kill us, honestly. I didn't think it was evil.
Then why are we hiding from it?
Because Toph said, let's hide, and I trust Toph's judgment.
I would say you probably want to keep doing that, considering it literally, like, leveled the forest.
Yeah, look, on...
1 second, dog.
You also sent Vega through the mirror, but we didn't know where the other end of the mirror went to.
No, I knew where it went to. I knew it went to the carnival. That wasn't really the issue. It was whether or not she could come back or not. And I can unsummon her, then resummon her, so that wasn't really an issue for her. But if I went through, I could have gotten trapped there. I didn't suspect her of being in any danger. Can I investigate this throne?
Absolutely. As you finish the walk towards the throne, you get closer and you see that there is an inscription engraved around the seat of the throne. Do you speak or can read Elvish?
That is a great question. I can.
All right. And you are able to read the inscription. It says, I am a traveler from a distant land. My name is Marzakoth, Keeper of Stars. Sit on my throne, disciple, and unravel.
Jasper's just going to take a long sideways step back and just be like, I'm good on that one. I don't know if any of you all want to unravel, but I definitely don't. Could you send that in the chat so I can reread it just to make sure I got it?
Yep, give me a second to copy it. Copy and paste.
My name is Marzakoth, Keeper of Stars.
Disciple.
That sounds like a fun name.
Yeah, it says...
Let's see if
It says disciple and unravel. Unraveling doesn't seem like it would be a good thing.
Yeah, I'd probably agree with that. Last time I checked.
I mean, why don't we ask one of our two companions here, or the Goblin Girl?
Well, the Goblin Girl wouldn't be with you.
Oh, okay, she was at the...
Yeah. She is staying back at a cave.
Better question. How did our companions get us lost? Aren't they native to these lands?
Listen, they're boneheads. I don't know what you want from them.
Hey,
We should
Feywild does as the Feywild wants.
We should probably ask, maybe the plant can sit on the throne.
Otto, You know,
Well,
you are awfully willing to sacrifice other people for some reason.
Well, we are trying to save the Moon Sisters, and this is like Mazakoth, Keeper of the Stars. So I'm assuming the Moon and the stars are like buddy-buddy with each other.
I rolled on behalf of Anderson for a history check, and he succeeded quite well on the history check.
Okay.
So, just as a help, because he was proficient in it. And he will tell you all that he recalls Marzakov was an elf and a celebrated astronomer who claimed to hail from a black star at the edge of night.
So he's making shit up. That's what I'm hearing.
Potentially.
Elves are from space?
I mean, there are some, I'm sure. The elves are from everywhere.
Heck if I know.
Wait, there's an elf in our party, isn't there? Wasn't the
Yeah, the moon, the sun and moon person is elf.
Yeah, Gleam is an elf.
Yeah, ask Gleam about it. I'll ask Gleam about it.
I don't know if this Marzakov person. Are you insinuating that all elves know each other?
If it's from this area, of course. I mean, if it's from this area, how big is this territory we're on?
Oh, I'm not from here.
I am going to point out they did insinuate that I knew the goblins from earlier, and I don't know. I've never lived here.
Well, I never said you knew the goblins.
Oh, then I'm from
I was just
here,
hoping you could talk to them.
Yeah, they were just gonna assume that they would naturally be friendly to you.
Yeah.
I mean, would you be more likely to be friendly to someone who looks like you or someone who doesn't look like you at all?
I mean, a lot of animals are a lot friendlier to other species than they are to their own species. Do we see two cats fight each other?
Yeah. Alright.
This depends on how territorial goblins are.
I look over at Jasper and I go, yeah, probably not very. As he's just looking up and going, man, what a day it is today.
Fun day
Just
for fishing, ain't it?
this little grin on his face that I can't see. Okay, back to what I was saying. Alright, so apparently they're ancient astronomer. Although that seems kind of weird. Although I guess I don't know. Is there stars in this place? I ask everybody else.
Well, no, they're stuck in aren't we stuck in a perpetual? I think it's a perpetual night because the hag is like weak during the sun, or it's the opposite. They're either weak during night.
You're correct.
Yeah, it was which one? Are they weak? They're weak in the sun, right?
In an eclipse.
Eclipse. Okay, so yeah, that's why
would need a sun.
Yeah, I know that's why I think they don't have a day and night cycle here because of the hag. Like
it's only night.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's only night. So there is. So I mean, knowing someone who hails from the stars would be very helpful in trying to fight a hag that is weak against an eclipse, because the sun is a star.
Well, I mean...
You know a lot of science there, bud. Sounds like you should be sitting on the throne. Then you definitely would be his disciple.
I went to a college, I'll have you know.
Yeah, I mean, then it sounds like you would be perfectly this man's disciple. Sounds like the throne was meant for your behind.
Let's see it.
The magical stars. the magic from the cosmos. Technically, we're not going to get into Gith Yankee in this game, but they're their own subject, depending on whether you count them as canon or not.
Well, they are canon now, aren't they?
They're canon
Technically?
depending on the setting.
Yeah. It'd be like asking if Space Jammer is canon to the setting.
Spelljammer.
Correct.
It's like, yeah, it's like time periods. I'm not actually sure what time. I haven't seen very much about Spelljammer. I only know it. I haven't seen
Anyways.
too much with it, but
Yeah.
I don't know. We should just move on. Probably.
Yeah,
I want
so
to
you
but
You sitting in that throne or not?
For self-preservation reasons, I don't think they would. For self-preservation reasons, they don't feel that the need justifies the or the need is justified for the
Wow.
risk.
I'm gonna roll a tough would she do it roll, considering she does think she's the toughest shit around, so...
Are you gonna let the stars belittle you?
It's not the stars. She would want to sit on the throne. Do you not remember how proud she was over the championship belt?
Aren't you a princess or something? So...
It's not a princess.
Like a
I was a noble. Yeah.
A noble and thrones are meant for each other.
Yeah, but she never cared about the noble life. She just wanted to be seen as the strongest.
It is a rock chair, I think they described it as.
It was.
Are you gonna let a stone chair win over you? You'd be afraid of a stone chair.
I'm about to throw you on the chair if you keep talking.
Right? I love how Otto is like trying to convince everybody else to do it, and then is like, no, I'm not gonna do it though.
We'll make an intelligence save.
High or low?
Oh, I got a crit. So.
Is that good or bad?
Does the chair seem like what kind of vibes am I getting from this stone chair?
Can we use an insight check on the chair?
Well, it's not like an insight check. Like it'd be more like perception, where I'm just trying to perceive. Do I see anything that feels off? Right? Like, does it just like feel like a normal chair?
All that you're getting is that it's a stone throne.
Could I do an Arcana check to check for some magic before she sits on it?
Yeah, that'll work.
I just assumed it was magical, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not getting anything magical from it, from my perspective.
You know what they say about assuming, right?
Yeah, we got... Well, that chair is... What's we got?
It's a pretty good Arcana check.
Yeah. They're good enough to pass for a chair.
I love that Jasper's Arcana check is the same in both games, actually.
All your Arcana check gets you is that you can also recall that Marzikov is an elf and a celebrated astronomer.
They all celebrated. Celebrated is a good thing. Unless you're certain people.
I guess I will sit on the throne then.
As soon as you sit on the throne, you start to feel cold and drowsy.
Oh, nap time.
Do you continue to sit on the throne?
I mean, if Toph likes sleep, so honestly, she'd probably just be like, this seems pretty comfortable.
It's the opposite of a heating blanket.
She'll bend up like a footrest, and basically almost like recline.
All right. After a minute, you fall into a magical trance. Fall asleep to a deep sleep. You are completely unaware of your surroundings. And to everyone else...
So normal.
Obviously. To everyone else, you have fallen into such a sleep that you cannot wake up. Or be woken up, I guess, rather.
Interesting.
Sounds like a good thing. Finally, a peaceful night of sleep.
You start to dream. And in this dream, you're hurtling through space towards a faraway dead star. There's asteroids and comets that are just flying past you as you shoot through space.
Do they see in this dream?
Of course.
Well, I mean, I can see inside my own mind, so yes.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if you could see, like, if you dream in, like, vision.
Yeah, they can see. So as I was saying, as soon as you arrive at this dead star, its surface is frozen over.
Interesting.
And as your feet touch the star, you awake with a start. To everyone else, it's been an hour. For you, it's only been a few moments.
Oh, that was good. That was good sleep. Sounds like a short rest to me.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
You have inherited a fragment of Marzakoth's psyche.
Oh,
You now
interesting.
gain a proficiency in either Arcana, Deception, History, Insight, Intimidation, or Survival.
Wow, that's a lot of options. Probably survival would be the best for us, right, guys?
That's what I was actually going to say. I wasn't going to butt in, but I would definitely say survival would be it.
Alright, I'm going to add it
as far
survival.
as character goes, I think intimidation. I'm just throwing that out there.
Yeah, the only issue is my charisma score is
Abysmal.
rather
You learned about the stars and became very intimidated.
I mean, we could, but I feel like... I mean... I guess
Survival's
so-
probably the best one.
I'm trying to edit it, but it's not. It's not working. So. Alright, I will edit it here shortly.
All right.
We'll go with survival. I will be like, wow, guys, that was good nap. I was floating through the space, kind of wild. Finally found out what, like, it reminded me of back in my childhood when I could see what stars looked like. Then the next thing I know, I was standing on top of a star. It wasn't hot. It was rather welcoming. Then I was looking at you all again. Well, looking as much as I can, at least, I guess.
Is it some sort of astral projection, maybe?
I don't know what that is, but maybe. I'm not proficient in Arcana. I could have been. It would have been funny if I took that and been like, actually, Jasper, you fool, it's you know nothing of your Arcana ways.
May I understand the cosmos?
I understand it all now, Jasper. Your mind cannot fathom what I have seen.
I have been to the abyss, and it looked back at me.
And I looked at him, and he looked at me. Well, now that all of us have gotten a short rest, it seems it's time to go back down the mountain.
The bear climbed over the mountain. The bear climbed over the mountain.
We're gonna have so much to report to the other two whenever they come back and wonder why Toph now has a third eye for the stars.
I've always had a third eye.
Wait. Just. Well.
Do you want another D8 check, Cora, to see if we can go in the correct direction this time?
Yes, please.
Someone else do the D8. I don't trust. I got us.
I mean, it worked out well for me when you rolled it.
8. That is the exact opposite of my roll. How did?
Perfect.
Trying to edit.
It's just like the death saving throws all over again.
Yep.
I rolled a 1 and instantly went to dust, and then you rolled an 8 and we're like, I'm okay.
Yes.
There's only normal or expertise. How can I change it to just proficient?
Oh, you just click the dot next to it.
He's
Well,
doing
that's
it
what I
on-
was trying to do, but I'm not on D&D Beyond. I'm on Roll20.
Yeah, you should just be able to click. You just be able to just click the dot, and I'll just click the.
Well,
just
I
click the box.
go to settings and it's. There
Oh
we
no,
go.
it's just on your character sheet where you like click the button. You just click the check mark.
Alright, I got it now.
Yeah, it just has your proficiency level,
Yep, we got
which
it.
is 3.
Alright. So, as you guys start heading down the mountain, and you can all blame Jasper for this, you will see the wind start to pick up.
Tell the goblin to calm down. Jasper, calm down.
I'm not. I'm fine. I don't know what's going on.
Alright.
And it starts whipping around behind you. And as the sky darkens, even more so, a huge tornado starts to form on the horizon and starts careening towards you all. Almost
Top,
as if it's being directed to you.
I think we could use another stone hut.
So a meteor's coming our way?
Essentially.
That's what they.
Tornado.
Oh, a tornado. Okay. Alright,
What is
I'll be like, what's coming our way?
Tornado.
Oh, so just a little wind, huh?
There's
That should
a
be no
twister.
big deal.
Get to the cellar.
We need you to make a giant hole in the ground and then cover it up with stone.
Alright, you little pansies. Scared of a little wind. Alright. I will go.
Strength saving throws. It is too close to you.
Okay. Well, question. Is it for being moved, pushed, or being knocked prone?
I mean, I guess technically it would be all of the above.
Because I have advantage on those. Only reason I asked. 25.
That'll be a
I also
20.
I also fly, so I'm not really too sure how that works with
That'd
me.
be even. Wouldn't that be a disadvantage then?
Yeah, that'd be worse.
You're already prone to being tossed into the air.
I can technically just yeah, it's a little bit weird.
Little baby. Oh, baby puppy. You want me
It's
to
like,
put
oh
my
no,
feet on
the
you?
tornado tosses you up in the air. I fly, that's just my natural state.
They're gonna be very like, oh, this is no big deal, and then there's gonna be a giant rock that hits them in the face, and be like, oh, never mind, I want to be back on the ground.
I was wrong.
Alright, Anderson got a 20, and Magmar got an 18. I don't know why they're whispering to me, but...
Listen, okay, we wanted to keep it low key because we're not here today.
Yeah.
Right.
Calm down.
So thankfully, even without the help of Toph's rock hut or cave or what have you that they can make, you all manage to pass the strength saving throw as a group.
Oh, I was gonna say 11 passes. That's impressive.
Yeah, no, as a group.
Okay. I mean, to be fair, pretty much everyone outside of you got essentially a 20, because Jasper gave themselves a +7 to a 20. I got a 25. We had another 20, and then we had, what, an 18?
Yeah. So we had some really good rolls there. So as the tornado comes sweeping by, you'll be in the center of it for a moment, and you will see not only obviously the calm of the eye of the tornado, but within it, in its whipping winds, you will see almost like a moving picture. And in this picture, you will see the land of hither, and in another spot, the land of thither. And then you'll see a large rock castle, almost, with these stone statues placed outside of it. Then you'll see a plateau with these megaliths circled all around it. Then you'll see the Fey beacons. Then you'll see Motherhorn just right outside of the front door.
I was hoping you were going to say, just around the riverbed.
Then you will also see an amphitheater. And on the stage, you'll see 3 different humanoid figures. And it seems as if they're reciting lines.
Okay.
And lastly,
you're good.
lastly,
So this is Motherhorn, right?
Yes.
On the map. Okay. You're good.
And lastly, you will see a beautiful garden filled with flowers and trees.
That's very odd considering the rockiness of everything else around here.
Can I roll performance to see what they are acting out?
You can roll perception.
That'd be like a play. Yeah, that'll history. I'm not sure whichever would be. Are they
I think it's more like they see it, right? But they're trying to figure out what play it is. Does that make sense?
Yeah, like what, like based off like, oh, what are they saying? What are they doing? What scene is this?
Yeah, are they close enough where he could get the details to figure out what play it is?
Not really. That's why it would be more of a perception check.
I can see perception. Probably not going to help, by the way. I guess we're just too far away from the amphitheater. I would personally go over there if we didn't already have a mission anyways.
I mean, I'm trying to remember. So the Hag's Lair is in that castle, right? This town, quote unquote?
Yes.
Okay.
And the amphitheater is part of the castle.
Right, and so this other town that's at the bottom is the other town that we were trying to get to? Is that correct?
That above board is a mine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because I remember they were trying to take us to a different town that wasn't the castle. Right?
They're trying to take you to Lockberry Henge.
Right.
which is where the megaliths are, which is here.
Let me zoom in. Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They're trying to take us to the Stonehenge. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Fair enough. They're not doing a very good job. We ended up on the opposite side of the world.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, if you're curious about the amphitheater, you can go, but I would
I don't think we
definitely
have
say
the
we gotta
time
be
to.
very careful. I mean, I don't know about you, but I'm not necessarily on any particular timetable.
I mean, there's a few captured people in a tower somewhere, but they'll be captured for longer, I guess.
It'll be fine.
I want to go see the play.
Listen, Jasper, we don't have to stay long, all right? If it's absolutely boring, which it will be, I'm pretty sure we can just leave.
I'd like to investigate the play. I'll get an aerial view.
You mean within the tornado or flying over to the castle?
Wait, where's the amphitheater again? I'm so confused. Wait.
It's over here in the castle.
Oh, never mind then. I thought we could just go to it.
No.
I see what you're saying.
Castle, yeah.
I see, never mind. You can continue.
Alright. So, as the winds subside and the tornado passes, you were able to continue your trek further down the mountain, and we will kind of skip a little bit of the journey as you guys have been through this pass already now.
Sounds good.
And then you make your way down to the Fey Beacons once more. And again, you will see the humanoid figure climbing up to another Fey Beacon. Very much helplessly lighting it, trying their best to do the work, but never getting any of the payoff.
Poor guy.
We should really go talk to them at some point.
But you do end up finally heading south, and as you do, you will see the megaliths off to the distance. You will see 6 of them rather than the 8. This one and this one will not be there.
Oh, that's interesting.
Although you will see 2 small humanoid figures gathered around the middle table. And as you...
You're talking about like this, what almost looks like a checkerboard?
Yes.
Okay.
And as you continue your descent, and you make your way down through the... what's it called? The little cavernous hole here. As you pass through, the humanoid figures will be gone. And the megaliths will be in place.
I mean, I wouldn't see any of this, so everyone would be like, "What? What's going on?" And I'd be like, "What are you guys talking about?
Fair enough.
What's everyone gasping about?" I will ask that. What is everyone like, discussing?
The
Please someone say the rocks moved. Please someone say the rocks moved.
rocks moved.
You act like that's a weird thing. I do that all the time.
Well, these moved of their own accord.
Oh, do we have another rock giant? I'd love to run into him again. He was so cool. I still remember him fondly. What a great guy.
I don't remember any.
I'll remember
giant.
Gleb.
Bender.
Yeah. Gleb, the rock elemental.
Oh yeah.
I hope he's doing okay.
I'm sure he is.
Alright, well, do we want to still go up there? What's the plan here, guys?
I think so.
I see you guys freaking out about these monoliths disappearing then suddenly reappearing.
I'm more concerned about. Oh. I
Well,
mean,
we probably should keep trying to get to our destination.
I mean, I'll ask our two guides who haven't done the greatest job. I'll be like, is the monoliths moving a normal occurrence, or?
No, I've never seen the megaliths up there before.
they know something.
Wait, the megaliths aren't usually up there, so these rocks are new?
I believe so. I've never. I've only been down this way once.
How long ago was it?
Before the hag rule. How long has it been? She's had my sister for about 5 years.
You sure?
Yeah, but you've been here longer than that, right? Because you said the last time you were here was before the hag, right? And you said that was 30 years ago, right?
That was Amador.
Oh, okay, okay.
Sorry, I can't pull off a male voice.
You're fine.
How long have you been here, Amador?
I mean, to be
30
fair,
years.
thankfully Toph has had a pretty manly voice up until now.
Not the voice, but the character. Really.
Thank you. But yes, you guys will be able to continue your walk up the side of the cliff face. It is a steep journey, but as you reach the plateau, atop a boulder-strewn plateau stands a circle of 8 megaliths. In the center of this henge, a small checkered game board with stone playing pieces rests on the ground near the dying embers of a campfire. Each of the 8 standing stones is about 20 feet tall and hewn from a different kind of rock: shale, chalk, flint, granite, slate, basalt, obsidian, and marble.
I'll be like, they have quite the fine selection of stones here.
Hey, Toph, do you think you're strong enough to move this obsidian one?
I'm strong enough to move any of them. Do you not see these muscles?
The obsidian. I'll dare them to try moving the obsidian.
Okay.
I don't think we should start moving these around until we figure out what's going on here. Anybody else notice? I'm assuming, would it be safe to assume it's a, what is it, dragon chest set?
It is not. It is crowns.
Someone in the party rolled to have knowledge on that. I forget which one.
No idea. I mean, I got it last time we were talking about a game. But that's because Toph was familiar with a lot of,
Oh,
nobility
yeah, I
playing
think
games.
yeah, I think Toph did. Yeah, Toph, I think you were the one that would like a really high int check on the
Yeah, the
Crowns
game
game.
piece.
Oh yeah, that's right. There was somebody that already told us about the Crowns game.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we found one of the pieces randomly.
it's like this game was made for you, Toph. It's stone pieces.
Well, do we have that piece still? And honestly, Jasper's gonna begin looking around to see if he can see whoever
It
started this campfire.
is the game of Crowns complete? Like, is it back to like a default position, or is it midway through a match?
Give me an insight check. You can tell that it's not at the default position, but it is in play. But give me an insight check.
I have a -1 to wisdom, but I actually rolled high in the volcano modifiers too.
You did very well. You can
Yeah.
actually tell that shale can beat chalk in a single move.
I knew
Okay.
it. This game is still in play and has yet to be finished. Pass me that piece, will you? Or you could place it in peace yourself if you'd like.
I believe I was the one who had it, so I will pass the
Yeah.
piece to them.
Does the board look like it's missing a piece by chance?
It is not. It is a complete set.
Oh. I said, oh, never mind. It looks like this piece isn't needed, and I'll move the
Oh,
piece
well,
into
I've
the.
already tossed it at you, so
Yeah,
better
I will
dodge, I
take.
guess.
I now have the shale piece, I assume, but I will try moving I'll move the shale or the piece into the correct position so that the game is now complete.
Laughter and cheering coming from this megalith.
Do we all hear it?
Oh yes, everyone hears it. And it crumbles to the ground. And a Korid, let me grab their token. In the list of 500,000 tokens that I have.
Just don't grab the Corvid. It feels more like a Korok than we put the rocks in a circle and now a Korok appears. You found me!
Alright, I'm gonna move you guys down just a tad. But a female Korid will step out, give her pink, and the other megalith will crumble as well as a male Korid steps out as well. He is not laughing or cheering. He is quite grumpy as he chews on pebbles, glaring at you all. She steps towards the board game. Excuse me. And you, Otto, as she is grandly smiling and laughing. I told you I was going to beat you, Jagu, as she says to the other Korid. And she looks to you all. So, what has brought all of you here to our humble henge?
Did a single move within the game. Why didn't you make the move? It was just right there, waiting to be finished. I hate seeing an unfinished.
Yes, of course. I knew that, and I told them that they weren't gonna win. It is I, victorious Queen Argental, as always. And you will see
Okay.
as more coras or more megaliths start to crumble as additional coras step out.
Quiet.
I give a bow to the queen. Clearly, the queen's ability in board games is unmatched from the sounds I can hear from you. We came seeking knowledge, mostly. We're trying to find a way to take back what was taken from us. Or hoping anyone at all could provide assistance. Maybe you or one of your loyal subjects could maybe give us some what we seek.
In her two hands, and she transforms it into a star sapphire and hands it over to you.
A gift from a queen of a realm. Very much appreciated. He gives another bow as he takes it. I bet I could string this on a necklace.
As you take it in your hand, it starts to subtly glow, and it now contains the properties of a stone of good luck, and it does not require attunement.
What doesn't require attunement? I'm sorry.
The stone of good luck. Is that a 5e item or is that a?
It is. I have it.
I see. Oh, +1 to ability checks and saving.
Although that's interesting that one doesn't require attunement, because usually it does.
Yeah, that is just in the book as the treasure item.
Interesting.
Do you only get one of these and then just
magical item? So I chose the stone of good luck because stone kind of made sense.
Well, I thought it was uncommon.
Was it an uncommon? I don't remember.
Yeah, it was
Just add the stone of good luck to your inventory and equip it. It should do it automatically.
Okay, I'll see about that. I'll let the story continue while I do that.
You are correct. It wasn't uncommon.
But as they continue, there is a sudden interruption, and the cords begin to grind their teeth and stamp their hooves, as the faint sound of pickaxes tapping on stone is carried to them on the wind. Queen Argantel runs to a boulder, picks it up, and hurls it 100 feet in the direction of the noise, while she screams, "Death to the Briganock!" A peal of thunder accompanies.
My queen, you must be an earthbender as well. Very impressive. He kind of looks a little concerned. What are these you speak of? Are they coming to attack you at the moment?
No, they just have that bloody awful sound they make. That and they're working for bitter end.
Are they working by choice or by force?
From my understanding, they're working by choice.
And they're bothering you?
Yes, of course. They build wicked contraptions for bitter end. They also hide and guard schematics, diagrams for these contraptions in their mine. And we can't stand the noise their mining makes, so we craft statues and leave them outside the mine's entrance, hoping to frighten them into leaving. For us, we've had them infiltrate the mine, and they've overheard several Briganocks talking about a secret tunnel that connects the mine to Motherhorn. Although the mine is hidden by Briganock magic. Or sorry, the tunnel is hidden.
Do you think you could find that mine by chance if we were to get rid of all that annoying noise that they keep producing.
Well, you can't miss it. It's just down the hill and across the pond.
If you were able to take us there, we might be able to solve your issue here. We don't want Bitter End getting any more, well, supplies, and you don't want to stalwart this.
Yeah, why is
We
that?
can't stand the sounds they make. It hurts our ears and it will drive us mad.
Oh, actually, I might be able to help you if you're, let me see if I have, I don't have, did I not take, about how far away is it? The, area that they're talking about.
Let's call it about 10 miles.
Okay. I thought I had the silent spell. I do not appear to have the silent spell, sadly. Okay, never mind. I do not have something that can help. Unless I could find a way to maybe have some sort of earplugs for you on your way there, but I don't have anything on me that would constitute as that. Unless someone else in the party has some sort of earmuffs or some sort of protection from sound.
I don't, but I could, but I don't. So honestly, I don't think we need their help. I think we can help them get rid of those miners, and then we go from there.
Well, we could always get rid of the miners and then come back here after and let you know that we've succeeded, and then, since there wouldn't be any noise anymore, then you could show it away. Not exactly a fan
Oh,
of being
it's
in
not that
tunnels.
bad. What are you guys, scared of a little darkness? You guys are a bunch of babies. You're not scared, right, Jasper?
Oh, I'm definitely not, especially if you're gonna lead the way.
That's what I like to hear. I always knew you were the brave one in the group.
We'll go very well, very well. We'll go take care of this. Well, the kind of bell. You gave us the information to help us figure out a tunnel, and in return, we'll take care of the noise that's an arrangement. If you so myself.
Who knows? Maybe we can get them to work for us.
Is there anything you know about them that might help us? Any weaknesses, or are they sensitive to their own thing? You said that they were. You said that you were erecting statues because they were afraid of something. Is it just the statues that they're not afraid of, and they're actually afraid of the thing you're making statues of? What were these statues of that?
Statues.
Yes, quite recently, actually. It wasn't. It was exactly the kind of thing that you'd want to make something to scare someone with.
Can you make a stone statue of a Jabberwock?
I could describe it to my companion here, and we can see where we can make it. And I look over at Toph.
We got some first-hand experience with it.
Well, I mean, how about this? Gifts of mine with an Eldritch Blast while you're working.
Making a stone statue of the Jabberwock. Could you mold the earth around here and try making a statue?
I mean, I'm pretty sure I could. I will first try and make a small one to get the details correct. See if someone can help me out with the details.
Can I aid in this, considering I locked eyes with it?
Sure.
Well, I'll say my spell casting is wisdom based, if that helps you out.
I could make a history check and they could just kind of like, I could make the history check if you want to aid in that, and then I could use that to kind of make the details out that way. I'm the one that has to essentially, overview it at the end anyways, if that'll work.
Yeah, let's do a history check and then a
27 if you count it an advantage for aiding.
17 is still pretty good.
Yeah.
I have athletics, insight, perception, survival.
Survival. You recently acquired Star Survival. The stars
I
Just
could
help.
also just do a spell roll.
do a d20 plus your proficiency plus your wisdom. So whatever that works out for you as.
Yeah, it'd be a +7, I think,
That would.
or +3, right? We have a +3 for proficiency right now.
You should be able to
Yeah.
just roll survival, and that should technically count the same. Like that in terms
No,
of like
because
the
I have the
modifiers.
stone. I have the stone of good luck, which is bumping it by 1. But anyway, so d20 add 7 to whatever this roll is. That is abysmal.
Well, you have. If I'm aiding, it's at advantage if that's what we're
Oh,
doing.
that's true. Okay. Oh, that's much better. So 22, right? No, 21.
All right. So you are able to craft a. You're crafting a small version, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, because I wanted to get the fine details correct, and then after we do a small version, I'll scale it up.
So you're able to craft a small version of the Jabberwock with pretty decent detail.
All right. Once I get the thumbs up from my companion that that's kind of like what it looks like,
Yeah.
I will run my hands over it, get the full details, and then start erecting a larger one, I guess.
See, now this is something that others would be afraid of.
And if you say so, it looks a little small.
I'll put the small one down. You'll see basically me spread my feet wide, stomp them both, and then start essentially performing a very intricate dance and start creating a much larger scale version.
All right. So you create a large size
Yeah, more accurate sized depiction.
Jabberwock. So now you have a small Jabberwock and a very large Jabberwock.
All right. I don't know what you're gonna do with these, Otto, but there you go.
I point to the very large Jabberwock. Now, what about this?
What'd you say,
Well, they could.
Jasper?
I think it needs to be near the mine, otherwise it's not going to do much good.
Well, this is just to show them how to make it. Obviously, they've been having issues. Well, trying to scare them with statues, likenesses of themselves. So I'm showing them a proper statue to show, and then they can craft this statue as well. And I think this statue would be much scarier than the ones they were previously crafting.
I think a giant statue of me would really scare him. That'll show him what's up, what's for.
I like how there was no comment.
I mean, I don't have a comment for it.
Clearly, I'm the most intimidating in the group.
Oh yeah. I'm so intimidated.
You don't count. You're kind of like a monster.
Thank you. I appreciate that. It's the kindest compliment you've ever given me.
No, remember that one time I said nice punch?
Oh, that's true. That was a good plunge. Alright, are we, I guess we're...
Correct precision.
They were impressed. They just were thinking the same thing as Jasper. It's not gonna do any good next to them, but
Well, yeah, but they have to be able to learn that so they can learn how to sculpt it. It's supposed to be for it was a learning demonstration.
give you something as a gift, and you tell them, "Hey, you're doing a bad job. Do this better."
Yeah. Why do you
Like,
suck
oh,
so
we'll
bad?
we'll scare them by putting statues in our likenesses, and I'm like, looking at them, they don't look very scary. Show them how to actually make a scary statue. Bigger, scarier. Fine, we'll go kill them. That's.
See? It's always the easiest answer. Just, man, we don't have to kill them. We just have
If
to beat them into
someone's
submission. Jasper.
well, they are just dead. That's the simple solution. You just walk away sadly from the giant stone Jabberwock.
I think it'll maybe do a little something. From a distance, it's definitely terrifying.
Maybe we can make one of those statues closer to where they are when we get there. And scare them all into the same. We'll scare them all into the cave. And then we'll take them in out there.
Isn't the idea to get them out of the cave?
Well, they'll just go back in the cave if we get. Unless we collapse the cave behind us, they're just going to go back in the cave if we scare them away from it. We got to make sure that they don't have a chance to ever come back.
I've got a great idea. How about we all dress up
You know,
as
Otto, you
ghosts?
talk about, genocide quite frequently. Just saying.
It was the warlock's idea first.
I don't think he
Points
said
at the
collapse the
goblin.
cave on him.
I just said collapse the cave. I didn't mean on them. Completely different. But no, I've got an idea, okay? Listen, hear me out, okay? We all dress... I guess you kind of really don't. But we all dress up as ghosts, and then we burn a lowercase t in front of the mine for time to leave.
I guess the audio can cut out.
Yeah.
That's one way to not hear you. Your entire audio cut out, by the way.
Yeah, you keep going in and out of audio.
So start over.
So Jasper says, we all dress up as ghosts, and then we burn a lowercase t in front of the mine saying for time to leave. Nobody liked that idea either, apparently.
Now we gotta scare them inside the cave and then collapse.
I guess maybe I should have taken that intimidation. Anyway.
I guess we make our way on the we discussed this on the 10-mile trek to the cave. We can discuss it along the way.
You say your goodbyes to the Corrids and head down the mountain. As you approach the bottom of the mountain, you come across the pond once again. It's a large pond, more of a lake, I guess, since it's so wide. It's just not nearly as large as the Fay Beacon Lake. You do notice this time that there is a figure followed.
Just doing their thing. We're going to the mines. We don't care about any boat shenanigans.
But you said it's leaving the mines?
I definitely don't care about any boat shenanigans.
We're going to that secret tunnel through the mountains.
Alright, so you guys press on. since being here.
What kind of vegetation is it?
Trees and grass.
What kind of trees grow here? Such rocky terrain.
Fur.
Some sort of like the ground is softer. Are we on soil instead of rock now?
Yes, you are on soil.
My
Okay.
my feet. Oh, this feels so good. Haven't been on some nice nice soil in a long time. It's good to have some good old earth under your feet, am I right?
Yeah. Oh, Toph, I think you stepped in poop.
Oh,
Impossible.
goodness.
Well, at least
Uh,
foot, anyways.
And then as Jasper steps forward, I'm gonna make the ground slightly like
Muddy.
yeah, muddy.
I think I stepped in poop.
Is the
Oh
owlbear
yeah,
still
get away
just?
from me, man.
Are we
As
just
I'm
chilling with
laughing.
Are we just like taking the owlbear with us everywhere we go? Are we just like leading are we just like riding in the owlbear cart?
I mean,
forget if we're
with
just
this
taking them everywhere we
with
go.
this little like, I don't necessarily know if the cart would be fitting. But yeah, I mean, I'd imagine we'd be taking the cart as much as we can.
I feel what the thing is like with the owlbear attached to the car, it's like we can't just like leave the car anywhere. We have to like bring the owlbear too.
Well, yeah, of course.
See a small tear come out of his eye. Just a corner.
Listen, you're best friend number one. Owlbear's best friend number two.
Jasper's actually.
I mean, look at this face, Jasper. Look
I
at it.
know. He's adorable. I totally get it. But honestly, I'm glad I'm number one.
All
Alright.
right, so as you guys start heading towards the mine,
The secret tunnel.
Secret tunnel. Secret tunnel.
you hear the sound of hundreds of tiny pickaxes and hammers chipping away at stone. It emanates from the mouth of a cave that has fingers of rock reaching skyward above it. Statues of irate, hairy creatures with cloven hooves are positioned so that they lean around trees and peer over boulders, all staring balefully at the cave entrance.
What do you make of this rock, Toph? The sound of silence. Do we see where the tunnel is? Because do we see like where that tunnel entrance is?
Yeah, the cave mouth is just in front of you.
Okay, so the cave and tunnel are both the same, just to make sure we're on the same page, right?
Yeah. No. There is a
No.
There's a tunnel that leads into a different place that we are looking for, and then there's the cave that is we are heading into. That is pretty much their mine.
And we need to get to the tunnel, though.
Yes.
Okay. Do we see where that tunnel may be?
No.
She said it would be obvious.
No, she said the mine would be obvious.
Yeah, the tunnel is hidden. We knew the tunnel was hidden before we even got here.
We'll have to find someone here that can tell us where the tunnel is. I'm guessing there's people working outside of the mines.
Nope.
We heard the sound of pickaxes, though, didn't we?
Inside.
They were
Yep,
just
Yep.
inside the
Coming
cave.
from inside the mine.
Jasper's just gonna crack his
There's
neck and crack his fingers and be like, "Alright, guys! Time to cause some chaos!"
that is true enough. He did come here for a job. It's unfortunate that we couldn't solve things peacefully. Well, time to go inside.
That doesn't mean we can't solve things peacefully. It just means, you know, intimidation. My specialty. Jasper is not proficient in intimidation whatsoever. I could send Vega in
I could
first.
try
to scope-
talking to potential hostile unknown territory.
Well, she's not going to be able to be seen. So Jasper's again. It's a risk versus reward kind of situation. If you guys are like, yeah, if you're like, hey, have your familiar sit in this almost obviously cursed chair, he's gonna be like, ha ha ha, go fuck yourself. But if you're like, you know, hey, let's go try to scout something out. Well, sure, as long as I'm relatively positive she's not gonna be detected, I don't mind.
I mean, they are in a cave, and if they're anything like Toph, they may have extraordinary senses that would help them in the dark. They may not rely on eyesight to see, considering they're cave dwellers.
That's possible.
Does it look like it's dark in the cave? I mean, obviously I couldn't tell.
Yeah.
But maybe the rest of the party could.
Yeah.
Yes, it is dark.
Okay, well. I'd be like, yeah, maybe. They might have some extra senses. If they're anything like the mole site.
And Jasper, looking over at Vega flying in the air, he's gonna look over to Otto and he's gonna say, "Hey, Toph, where's Vega at?" I'm gonna hold it between him and Vega, and he's gonna pop in. First he's gonna say, "All right, Vega, let's go scout it out," and then he's gonna pop into his ring, and Vega will turn it on and put it on and turn invisible.
All right.
I gotta go for a bit. The dog just pooed on the carpet.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'll be back.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
While Jasper's in his ring, he's gonna go ahead and cast armor against himself. Go ahead.
let's take a quick 5-minute break then.
That also is fair, too.
Yeah. Alright.
It has been 2 hours straight.
Yeah.
Oh, this gives me a chance to actually get food. Okay, we're back. Mostly gives me a chance for caffeine.
towel.
Paper towels.
Oh, right. And I believe we're just waiting on Jasper. Or Jasper, are you back?
I never left.
Pop, are you back, or are you still busy? I'm gonna take that as still busy. Totally fine.
I just got food myself, so I'm also eating it.
Totally fine. All right. Well,
I hope we're not progressing the story too much. We're about to, like, either may or may not start intense combat with a group of people who we don't even know what they look like.
yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking.
Not necessarily
We don't even know what
intense
they. Yeah, we
combat.
literally.
I'm just everything will be fine.
So potentially
it's either
okay,
good
but potential combat.
or intense interrogation. Because we need that secret tunnel. It doesn't really matter who gives us access to that secret tunnel. We haven't. It's not like we formed a magical bond of friendship with, like, the one group of people. They just told us about a secret tunnel, which I do appreciate, but also we need that secret tunnel more than we need their friendship.
Fair. All right. So then,
Cora, could we retcon something before we do this too?
what are we looking to retcon?
Jasper is gonna twin a mage armor on himself and Vega.
Okay. Yeah, we can do that.
You don't have to twin it. It's not concentration.
I'm twinning it so I can cast it on both of us without having to spend 2 spell slots.
Yeah, but you're using the sorcery points, right?
I'm using a sorcery point.
Range of. Oh yeah, because it doesn't have a range of self. Okay. Yeah, I was thinking that mage armor has a range of self, but I forget that it doesn't.
Oh, it's touch.
Yeah, technically anyone can have. You can put mage armor technically on anyone. I technically should be putting mage armor on myself.
Yep. Actually, in our game later on tonight, Jasper took the staff of defense just so he could cast mage armor on all of his pets.
I need to actually see if I think I have mage armor on. I think I do.
It actually makes Vega's
'Cause
armor class higher than Jasper's.
My AC is 16. I'm not sure if that's with or without the mage armor.
That's Vega's with mage armor on.
Okay. Do you have an 18 in dexterity?
No, that's Vega's. Vega has a 17 in dexterity.
Okay, so I think I actually do need to have this casted then.
I'm gonna have to return this air conditioner to Rent Center today because let me tell you, it is not working. I'm done.
Gets to know you're like, I'm warm. But when it's heat, you can only remove so much.
Yeah,
Well,
like, I'm gonna rip off my skin now. It's the only
I
way to stay
recommend
cool.
if you don't have it already, I recommend getting blackout curtains. It might help.
I have every window in my house covered with a blanket. and I'm actually sitting in a little 10x10 room with a comforter covering the door, so there's no reason why the AC shouldn't be keeping it cool. So that's why I'm returning it.
All right.
We'll see how the
So we're
paladin
gonna-
feels about killing mostly innocent creatures.
Psh. I don't know if they're innocent or not. They're working for the hag.
So was the turnip head.
Yeah. You mean somewhere near the hag, not necessarily with the hag.
There was the entire goblin market. Also, technically, the children were working for the hag.
Yeah.
It's not like they really had much of a choice.
Right?
They could have ran away and risked it all.
Some did, and some tried, and then got chained in the kitchen.
Yeah.
But I feel like one of us would have at least asked, like, what do they even look like? I feel like someone, what are they anyways?
Nobody asked.
Anderson has to know. You did say we saw one in a boat on the other side of the lake, though it was a little bit hard to see.
That's not what I said.
I thought it was, what, you said we saw, it was a
She said
figure,
a
I
cart.
think. You just,
She said a cart.
Yeah, there was a wagon following behind a figure on the other side of the lake.
yeah, that's what I was on, that figure. I'm not sure who that
Yeah.
figure was, though. I didn't look
Right.
too hard.
Honestly, I probably would have wanted to check out.
Anyone with a wagon is very suspicious.
Not anyone with a wagon, just a wagon that's heading away from a mine that pretty much belongs to a hag. That throws some red flags.
You've been caught red-handed with a wagon. How do you plead?
Well, I think what we'll do, since we don't know when Toph will be back exactly, and we're not sure how exactly the layout of Jasper and Vega is going to go. Next week when we have everybody, that way we'll have a bit more of a party to be able to
Yeah.
follow up.
Oh yeah, no, I thought we were ending either way. I was just talking in general. I was just talking until,
Yeah.
we were ending, yeah. Well,
Story-wise.
that's the big thing. The less people you have, the faster the story's gonna go, because there's just less people interacting with each other. So anytime something happens like this where there's less people, you have to plan for the story going so much faster, because basically, like, if you account for like half of the party interacting with any one given object that you describe, that's 3 out of 6 people interacting. But when there's only 3 people, that's maybe 1 to 2 people at best interacting with what you just described, and that's cutting down to basically an entire person each time.
Oh yeah, for sure. I just want to make sure that we don't progress too far too fast.
Yeah.
Leave everybody behind and then being like, oh yeah, we did X, Y, Z, and then we're like, all right, now we're going to the castle.
It's gonna yeah, it's like that joke. It's like, oh, I was gone for 1 session. Why am I in a barrel floating down the river and next to a waterfall? I would just, we'll cover it in the recap. Don't worry about it.
Right. So, I think that'll be the best, or be what for the best.
Around, never gonna let you down.
But I'm definitely looking forward to next week. And Jasper, I'm looking forward to this evening when we blow that bastard out of his shoes, his
Yeah.
pompous shoes that he has.
I am
I gotta work on
scared
my steampunk game.
because the party is definitely increasingly spreading apart, and Jasper's like, "Oh, this is bad. This is getting really bad." So I'm excited for it too.
Yeah, for sure.
Because that's exactly.
And I really
what
like
he's
working with Fiend. He's a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, he is a lot of fun. I love playing with him. He's really cool. I love the group.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm gonna be sad to switch to new characters.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I will be joining the next campaign. I'll have to figure out just a couple of things with Fiend and my partner.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm gonna go
Alright,
replace this
I
air
am back.
conditioner.
Oh,
Oh.
you
headed
joined
out.
just in time for us to be calling it quits.
Oh.
Yeah,
The secret tunnel will have to wait.
yeah,
That's okay.
yeah.
What did
figured
I miss briefly?
Oh, that was
Nothing.
it. Nothing.
Pretty much nothing.
Oh,
Yeah,
thank God. Alright.
yeah.
When you left, we
I
kind of
just
saw.
made murmur in the chat, and I'm like, oh shit, we in combat now?
No, we just did a break, and then we kind of discussed what we're planning on doing for the next session, which is Jasper is going into his ring, and Vega's going to wear the ring, go invisible, and kind of scout out the place.
Okay.
But then we'll kind of reconvene next week. That way we have everybody, so if shit goes sideways, we've got more people to make more decisions and everything, and I'm not going, Magmar does this, and Anderson does that, and now I'm using
that's
up everybody's
perfectly fair.
Pokemon.
Yeah. Don't want difficult skill thing. That's perfectly fine.
Yeah,
Okay, well, I'm glad I didn't miss anything, but oh my gosh, this is...
yeah.
I'm sure it was an accident because you just let him out right before we started.
Well, so there's two dogs. One dog I let out, he went fine. The other dogs I've been trying to get out. The issue is he's been like a gusher, and I'm like,
Oh,
Poor boy.
yeah.
because that's no fun for either one of you.
Yeah. But so I had to clean him up, then I had to clean up the rug. Anyway.
Yeah.
Oh. Anyway, well, I'm glad I didn't miss much. I'm excited